Hello, dear chosen one. I want to invite you to pause for a moment, to take a deep breath, and to settle your spirit. This is not just another message, not just another video you're watching because it popped up on your screen. This message has found its way to you for a reason, because your spirit is ready to receive it. And when I say you are chosen, I want you to understand that this is not a phrase meant for everyone. This is not some random word or generic title. When I say chosen one, I'm speaking directly to your soul. And if you're here, if you're reading these words right now, then it is because something deep within you has already recognized the truth of these words. We are about to embark on a powerful journey, one where you'll remember who you are and begin to understand why you've been through what you've been through. The challenges, the setbacks, the moments when you felt like everything was falling apart, all of it was a divine process. You've been being shaped, refined, and prepared for something bigger than yourself, something far greater than you could have ever imagined. And now, as you listen to these words, you will begin to feel the confirmation in your spirit that this journey, this awakening, is not just something that happened by chance. It is intentional, and it is happening right now. Before we dive into the depths of this message, I want you to understand something very important. You are not walking alone. Even if it feels like you've been isolated or misunderstood, even if it seems like no one really gets you, you are never alone. God has been guiding you every step of the way, even in the moments when you felt like you were standing at the edge of despair. He has been with you, working in the unseen, preparing you for this very moment. You might be asking yourself right now, why me? Why have I been through so much? Why does it feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders? Well, I'm here to tell you that you've been chosen for a reason, and the very things that have tried to break you are the things that are actually building you. Each trial, each heartbreak, each painful lesson has been a step in your divine preparation, and I want you to know that you are becoming something extraordinary, something invincible day by day. As you listen to this message, I want you to be present. Let go of the distractions, the noise, and the chaos around you. Take a moment to focus on the truth that's about to be revealed to you. The message that you're about to receive is not just words. It is a revelation, a spiritual awakening that will shift how you see yourself, your purpose, and your journey. It will confirm the things your soul has already been sensing, and it will remind you of the strength, wisdom, and divine guidance that have always been within you. Now, I invite you to open your heart and your mind. This is not just an ordinary conversation or a motivational speech. This is a spiritual awakening that you have been chosen to experience. The transformation that has been taking place within you, even when you couldn't see it, is about to become crystal clear. It's time to embrace the truth that you are becoming invincible, not through your own strength, but through the power of God's presence within you. I know this may feel overwhelming. It may feel like a lot to process. But I promise you, everything you are about to hear is meant for you. Every word is part of a divine message tailored to your soul's evolution. You are here because you have reached a pivotal point in your spiritual journey. The struggles you faced, the battles you fought, the loneliness you've endured, they have all been leading you to this moment, a moment of spiritual awakening. So, I ask you to take a deep breath and let the peace of God settle in your heart. Let His presence fill you as we walk together through this message. You are about to realize that you have been divinely prepared, equipped, and protected. Your spirit is evolving, and the transformation you've been undergoing is preparing you for something far greater than you could ever imagine. You are not who you used to be. You are becoming stronger, wiser, and more spiritually attuned than ever before. And the good news is, this is just the beginning. The transformation you're experiencing right now is not temporary. It is permanent. It is foundational. It is divine. And with every passing day, you are stepping into a new version of yourself, a version of yourself that is invincible, unshakable, and completely aligned with God's plan for your life. As you hear these words, I want you to know that they are not just a message of encouragement. They are a spiritual awakening. You are about to recognize your divine calling, and you will begin to see the purpose in every trial you've faced, you will understand why you were chosen for this path. Why God separated you for this time is because He has been preparing you for a mission far greater than you could have ever imagined. I know it may seem like the journey has been difficult, even painful at times, but I want you to understand that every challenge has been building you, shaping you, and refining you for the great work that lies ahead. You are being equipped with spiritual armor that no one can take from you. You are becoming spiritually invincible. This awakening is a process, and you may not see all the pieces right now, but I want you to trust that everything you've been through has been part of your divine preparation. God is strengthening you from the inside out, and though the world may not understand your journey, that's okay. The important thing is that you are becoming the person God always intended you to be. So, welcome to this moment. Welcome to the spiritual awakening that will forever change the way you see yourself, your purpose, and your place in the world. You are becoming something greater than you ever imagined. You are becoming the invincible, unshakable force that God has called you to be. This is your time. This is your season of transformation. Embrace it fully, knowing that everything you've endured has been preparing you for this moment of spiritual strength, clarity, and divine authority. As you continue to evolve, remember that you are not alone on this journey. God is with you every step of the way, and His divine protection surrounds you. Let's dive in together and let the revelation begin. As we move forward on this journey together, let me remind you that the transformation happening within you is not just a passing phase. It's not something temporary or fleeting. This is the deep, lasting work of God within your spirit, shaping you into someone who is not only strong, but spiritually invincible. You may not even realize it yet, but every single challenge you faced has been divinely orchestrated to awaken a strength within you that could never be shaken. Perhaps, for a long time, you felt a sense of loneliness or confusion, a sense of being different from others around you. You might have found yourself questioning your path, wondering why things didn't always seem to line up the way you expected them to. But understand this, the divine timing of your journey has been unfolding perfectly. And now, as you stand at this moment of awakening, everything that seemed uncertain before will begin to make sense. The struggles you've experienced were not punishments. They were part of the spiritual preparation that has been happening behind the scenes. You see, God doesn't throw us into trials just for the sake of testing us. He allows us to walk through difficult seasons, because it is in these moments that our spirits are refined and strengthened. It is in these moments of hardship that we learn who we truly are, how resilient, how strong, how capable we are when we lean on His guidance and trust in His will. Every setback you encountered, every betrayal you endured, and every disappointment you faced has been a building block in the creation of your spiritual strength. And it wasn't for nothing. I know you've probably heard the phrase, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." But what I'm talking about here goes beyond mere physical or emotional strength. This is about spiritual invincibility. This is about you becoming someone who cannot be broken, who cannot be defeated, and who cannot be moved from the path that God has prepared for you. It's about stepping into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. But let's be clear, this transformation doesn't happen overnight. It is a gradual process, a subtle shift within your spirit. You may not even notice the changes as they're happening, but I promise you, they are undeniable. Have you ever experienced a moment when you should have fallen apart, when the weight of everything seemed like it would crush you, but somehow you didn't? Have you ever faced a situation that would have once caused you to crumble, only to find that it barely touched you? That's the power of the transformation at work within you. You are growing stronger, more grounded, and more connected to your divine purpose every single day. And it's not just about the moments of peace or strength that you experience now. It's also about the things that used to hold power over you, the things that once triggered you or made you anxious. Those things no longer have the same effect on you. You no longer react the same way to insults, to disappointment, or to negative people. In fact, many of those things fall away from you like dust. Unable to cling to your spirit, that is a sign of spiritual maturity. That is the mark of someone who is stepping into their divine identity. When you look at your life now, can you see how much you've changed? Can you see how you're no longer the same person you were even 6 months ago or a year ago? The trials that once had the power to throw you off course now only serve to reveal your strength. And this is not just about emotional toughness. It is about spiritual depth. God has been building you into someone who operates from a higher level, someone who no longer reacts from a place of fear, but from a place of divine insight and wisdom. Your intuition has been sharpening. The more you align with God's will, the more your spiritual sense is heightened. You've likely noticed that you can sense things more clearly now, whether it's the energy in a room, the true intentions of the people around you, or the direction you're meant to take. You can feel when something isn't right. You can sense when someone is carrying darkness in their heart, or when they are aligned with God's purpose, and you can also tell when someone is sent by God to assist you in your journey. These abilities are not ordinary. They are signs that your soul is evolving, that you are maturing spiritually. You are no longer operating from the level of an average person. You are stepping into a higher dimension, where your actions, decisions, and thoughts are guided by spiritual wisdom, not by emotional impulses or external circumstances. Have you noticed how your reactions have changed? Where once you might have rushed toward chaos or drama, now you find yourself stepping back. You no longer feel the need to engage with negativity or conflict. Instead, you exercise calm judgment, knowing that peace and clarity will always lead you forward. Instead of running after validation or seeking approval from others, you now walk confidently with God as your witness, knowing that He alone holds the key to your destiny. This newfound peace and emotional resilience are not accidents. They are part of the spiritual growth process. Every trial you've faced, every test you've endured, has been leading you to this moment where you can stand firm in the truth of who you are, who God has called you to be. You are no longer the same person you were before. You are being transformed, refined, and prepared for the next chapter of your purpose. The transformation that is taking place within you is not just a mental shift or an emotional one. It is spiritual, foundational, and permanent. God is removing the old limitations that once held you back: fear, self-doubt, confusion, and insecurity, and replacing them with His divine clarity, strength, and wisdom. The parts of you that once felt vulnerable and fragile are being made stronger, more resilient, and more unshakable by the power of His presence. But the beauty of this transformation is that it is not just for you. It is for the people you are meant to impact, the lives you are meant to touch, and the mission you are meant to fulfill. You are being prepared not only to endure, but to lead, to guide, and to empower others who are walking their own paths of awakening. You are becoming a beacon of light, a source of strength and inspiration for those around you. Your journey of transformation is not just about your own spiritual growth. It is about fulfilling the divine purpose for which you were created. I want you to take a moment right now and reflect on how far you've come. Look back at the challenges you've faced, the mountains you've climbed, and the battles you've fought. And now, look at how you stand today. You are stronger, wiser, and more aware of your divine calling. You are becoming a force to be reckoned with, not because of your own power, but because of the power of God working within you. This transformation is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is unshakable, unstoppable, and designed for greatness. And as you continue to evolve, as you continue to grow and rise in spiritual authority, you will find that nothing can stop the work that God is doing within you. You are becoming spiritually invincible, and this is just the beginning. So take heart, chosen one. Your awakening is here, and with each passing day, you are stepping more fully into the strength, wisdom, and clarity that God has been cultivating within you all along. Let this be the moment when you recognize that the transformation you've been waiting for is already unfolding. You are becoming exactly who you were always meant to be. As you step deeper into your spiritual awakening, there is something incredibly powerful that is being forged within you, something that will protect, guide, and empower you as you walk through the world with a new level of purpose and clarity. This is your spiritual armor, and it's not just a concept, it's a tangible transformation happening inside of you. Every challenge, every hardship, every difficult moment has been crafting a layer of protection around your spirit. And now, as you embrace this process, you will begin to recognize the power of this divine armor that has been carefully shaped through every battle you've faced. When I speak of spiritual armor, I'm talking about the unseen strength that God has been building inside you. You may not have noticed it at first, but the armor is there and is growing stronger each day. It's the resilience you feel when everything around you falls apart, but you remain grounded. It's the unshakable peace that fills your heart, even in the midst of chaos. It's the clarity and wisdom that guide your decisions. Even when you are surrounded by uncertainty, God has been building this armor within you, layer by layer, strengthening your spirit and preparing you for the battles ahead. You may have gone through moments where you felt like the weight of the world was too much to bear. Maybe you felt as though your spirit was breaking, or that you were alone in your struggle. But let me tell you this, those moments were not in vain. Those moments were God's way of strengthening you, of preparing you for something greater. Each trial, each test, each difficult season was not meant to defeat you, but to build you up to reinforce your spiritual armor, making you unshakable, unbreakable, and unstoppable. There is a divine purpose behind every challenge you've faced. God doesn't just allow us to go through hard times for no reason. He allows us to walk through pain, suffering, and testing, because it is in those moments that our true strength is revealed. Your spiritual armor is not just about emotional endurance or mental toughness. It is about the deep, unseen strength that comes from walking through life with God as your guide, your protector, and your source of strength. You may have noticed that things that used to trigger you, things that once sent you spiraling into anxiety or fear, no longer have the same power over you. Words that once hurt you no longer carry the same weight. Situations that once caused you to panic now barely touch you. And this is not a coincidence. It's a sign that your armor is growing stronger, that you are becoming spiritually invincible. But the most beautiful thing about this transformation is that your spiritual armor isn't just about protection. It's also about authority. God has been preparing you to walk in divine authority, to speak with power and clarity, to stand tall in your identity as His chosen one. Your armor doesn't just shield you from the storms of life, it also empowers you to rise above them. You are not only becoming resilient and unshakable, you are also becoming a spiritual force to be reckoned with. Your presence is becoming more powerful, your words more impactful, and your decisions more aligned with God's will. As you continue to step into this new version of yourself, you'll begin to notice that your voice carries more weight. When you speak, people listen. When you set boundaries, they hold firm. When you say no, the world respects your decision. This authority is not something you've earned through force or ego. It is spiritual authority that comes from your alignment with God's will and your willingness to trust His guidance. This authority is built on a foundation of humility, obedience, and divine wisdom. You might find that some people are drawn to you, seeking your guidance, your wisdom, and your strength. They may not fully understand why, but they will sense the power that is radiating from your spirit. Your energy is becoming more potent, more stable, and more protected, and people will feel it before you even speak. Your silence alone will carry authority because the armor of God is within you, and it is undeniable. But not everyone will be comfortable with this newfound power. As your spiritual armor strengthens, you may find that some people feel threatened by you, intimidated by the authority that you carry. They may react strangely around you, pulling away or becoming defensive. This is because your presence is disrupting the darkness within them. Your light exposes the shadows, and this can be unsettling for those who are still operating from a place of fear, insecurity, or deception. This is not something to be discouraged by. It is a sign that your transformation is having an impact. You are becoming a beacon of truth, a spiritual warrior whose presence forces people to confront their own inner truth. Those who cannot handle the light within you may distance themselves, while those who are ready for growth will be drawn to you. Your energy will begin to shift the atmosphere around you, and people will either be repelled by it or deeply drawn to it. This is the power of divine authority at work within you. As you continue to walk in this authority, you will also notice that you are no longer swayed by the opinions of others. You no longer need the validation or approval of people to know your worth. You are no longer moved by criticism or rejection. Instead, you are walking in the confidence that comes from knowing who you are in God. from understanding that your worth is not defined by the opinions of others, but by the divine calling that has been placed on your life. This shift in mindset is part of the divine armor being built within you. It is the emotional and mental resilience that comes from knowing your purpose and trusting in God's plan. When you know who you are and whose you are, nothing in this world can move you off course. You become spiritually invincible because your identity is anchored in God, not in the ever-changing opinions of the world. And this divine authority isn't just a theoretical concept. It is something that will be evident in your daily life. You will begin to see how your words, your actions, and your decisions carry weight. People will feel the spiritual presence that surrounds you. Your authority will speak louder than your words ever could. This is the power of the Holy Spirit working through you, and it will become increasingly evident in everything you do. As you embrace this transformation, remember that your spiritual armor is not just about protecting you from harm. It is also about empowering you to fulfill your divine purpose. God has called you to lead, to inspire, and to guide others on their own spiritual journeys. The armor He is building within you will help you to do just that, to walk boldly in your calling, to face the challenges ahead with unwavering strength, and to lead others into the light of truth. Your spiritual authority is not just for your benefit, it is for the benefit of those around you. You are becoming a vessel of God's power, wisdom, and truth. As you continue to grow in this divine authority, you will find that you are not only being protected from the storms of life, but you are also being equipped to lead others through those storms. You are becoming a spiritual warrior, ready to fight for what is right, to stand for truth, and to lead with love and compassion. God is shaping you into someone who cannot be moved, cannot be shaken, and cannot be defeated. You are becoming spiritually invincible, not by your own strength, but by the power of God working within you. This is the power of your spiritual armor, the armor that has been carefully crafted through every trial, every challenge, and every moment of divine preparation. And as you continue to walk in this armor, you will begin to see that nothing can stop you from fulfilling the divine purpose that God has placed on your life. As you continue to step into the fullness of your divine identity, it becomes clear that the transformation you are undergoing is not only a personal evolution, but a powerful alignment with God's will for your life. You are rising to a new level of spiritual strength, mental clarity, and emotional resilience. And the purpose behind this transformation is not just for your own growth, it is for the fulfillment of a divine mission. With each day, you are stepping into the person you were always meant to be. This alignment, which has been unfolding within you, is the very foundation of your invincibility. It is not just a state of being, it is an active process, a divine synchronization between your spirit, mind, and purpose. You are no longer wandering aimlessly or feeling lost. Instead, your life is beginning to align perfectly with the purpose God has placed in your heart. You are no longer reacting to life based on fear, confusion, or external circumstances. Instead, you are responding with wisdom, clarity, and spiritual insight. The power of alignment comes from the deep connection you now have with God. Your mind, energy, and spirit are becoming one with His divine purpose. And as a result, you are no longer distracted by the noise of the world. Your focus has sharpened. Your goals are clearer. Your heart is more attuned to the will of God. And your every action is becoming a step toward fulfilling your divine mission. At this stage in your spiritual journey, you are no longer searching for answers externally. You are no longer seeking signs because you live guided by them. You are no longer chasing after purpose because you walk inside it. This is the power of divine alignment, the ability to move forward confidently, without hesitation, knowing that every step you take is aligned with God's plan for your life. You no longer fear the unknown because you trust the one who already knows the path you must walk. One of the most profound aspects of this alignment is the way it changes how you experience life. In the past, you might have felt uncertain about your place in the world. Perhaps you questioned your purpose or wondered whether your journey even had meaning. But now, as you align more deeply with your divine calling, everything begins to fall into place. The things that once confused you now make perfect sense. You begin to understand that every experience, every challenge, and every encounter was part of God's divine plan to prepare you for this moment. The uncertainty that once clouded your vision begins to dissipate, and you start seeing the bigger picture. As you continue to embrace this alignment, you will begin to notice how everything in your life begins to flow more smoothly. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach now present themselves effortlessly. Solutions to problems that seemed insurmountable now appear with ease. You are no longer striving or struggling to make things happen. Instead, you are trusting that everything will unfold in its proper time and order. This is the manifestation of divine favor. Your alignment with God's purpose is attracting blessings and opportunities into your life, not because you are trying to control them, but because you are walking in harmony with His will. The alignment you are experiencing also affects the way you interact with others. You may notice that your relationships are shifting. People who no longer align with your divine path may begin to fall away. Some may feel threatened by the changes they see in you, while others may find themselves drawn to your light. This is because the energy you carry, your spiritual frequency, is becoming stronger and more attuned to your divine purpose. You no longer waste your time and energy on relationships or situations that do not serve your higher calling. Instead, you are attracting individuals who are on a similar spiritual journey, people who understand and support the path you are walking. The clarity you now have about your purpose also gives you a deeper understanding of the role you are meant to play in the world. You are no longer merely existing or surviving, you are living with intention and purpose. Every decision you make, every action you take, is aligned with the divine mission that God has placed on your heart. Your life is no longer about chasing after success or approval from others. It is about fulfilling the unique calling that has been entrusted to you, and you are doing so with confidence and grace. One of the most powerful aspects of this divine alignment is the way it strengthens your discernment. As you continue to grow spiritually, your ability to sense what is right for you becomes sharper. You can now easily recognize when something is in alignment with your purpose and when it is not. You can sense when someone is meant to be a part of your journey and when they are not. This heightened discernment is a gift from God, allowing you to navigate your path with clarity and wisdom. You no longer make decisions based on fear or uncertainty. Instead, you trust your intuition and the guidance of the Holy Spirit to lead you in the right direction. This growing clarity and discernment are not just internal changes, they are also visible to the world around you. People will begin to notice the transformation taking place within you. Your energy will shift. Your presence will become more grounded, more stable, and more powerful. You may find that people seek your advice, your guidance, and your insight, not because you are trying to impress them, but because they can feel the divine wisdom that flows through you. Your spiritual maturity will speak for itself, and others will be drawn to your strength and your light. But with this increased clarity and purpose also comes increased responsibility. As you align more fully with your divine calling, you will be entrusted with greater responsibilities and opportunities to impact the lives of others. You may be called to lead, to teach, to guide, or to serve in ways you never expected. But the beauty of this alignment is that you will no longer feel overwhelmed by these responsibilities. Instead, you will embrace them with confidence, knowing that God has been preparing you for this moment your entire life. The strength, wisdom, and clarity you now possess are the very tools you need to fulfill your divine mission. As your life continues to align with your purpose, you will also begin to experience a deep sense of peace and contentment. The inner conflict, doubt, and confusion that once plagued your mind will begin to fade away. You will no longer question whether you are on the right path or wonder if you are doing enough. Instead, you will move forward with assurance, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. This peace is the result of your deep connection with God and your unwavering trust in His plan for your life. You are no longer the same person you were before. The transformation that has been taking place within you is not just emotional or mental, it is spiritual, foundational, and permanent. You are stepping into the fullness of who you were always meant to be, and as you continue to walk in alignment with your divine purpose, you will find that you are becoming unstoppable. The fears, doubts, and limitations that once held you back are fading away. You are rising above them, and you are becoming the spiritual warrior that God always intended for you to be. So, chosen one, as you embrace this new season of your life, remember that your alignment with God's will is the key to your invincibility. You are no longer operating from a place of fear, uncertainty, or confusion. You are walking in divine confidence, clarity, and purpose. And with every step you take, you are drawing closer to the person you were always meant to be, the invincible, unshakable force that God has called you to be. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want to leave you with one final truth. You are not the same person who first started listening to this message. You are not the same person who walked this earth yesterday, last week, or even last month. The transformation that has been unfolding within you slowly, steadily, and intentionally is nothing short of extraordinary. You are becoming the person God always knew you could be. You are becoming the person He designed you to be from the very beginning. Your spiritual awakening is not just a fleeting moment or a temporary phase. It is an ongoing, permanent process that will continue to unfold with each passing day. The strength, clarity, and divine authority that you are stepping into are the very qualities that will guide you through the next chapter of your life. These qualities are not yours by accident. They have been divinely ordained, sculpted, and strengthened by every challenge, every test, and every moment of spiritual growth that you have experienced. You are walking in a season of divine empowerment, and this is just the beginning. Let me remind you once more, you are becoming invincible. This isn't some motivational phrase or abstract concept. It is a reality, a spiritual truth that you are stepping into day by day. The trials you've faced, the pain you've endured, and the struggles you've overcome were never in vain. They were the very things that have built your spiritual armor, honed your discernment, and fortified your inner strength. You are now standing in a place where no weapon formed against you can prosper. You are standing in the fullness of who you were always meant to be, and that is something no darkness can penetrate. I know that it hasn't always been easy. There have been times when you doubted yourself, when you questioned your purpose, when you felt as if you were walking this path alone. But now, as you reflect on the journey you've walked, you can begin to see that you were never truly alone. Every step you took was guided. Every battle you fought was preparing you for this moment. And now, as you step into the next phase of your life, you are walking with more confidence, more clarity, and more strength than ever before. You may not have realized it, but the seeds of invincibility have always been planted within you. God has been nurturing them, watering them, and guiding them to grow with each passing day. And now, as you stand at the threshold of this new season, you can see the fruit of your growth. You are no longer moved by the opinions of others. You are no longer shaken by the circumstances that once seemed impossible to overcome. You are no longer waiting for someone to validate your worth or tell you that you are enough. You already know the truth within your spirit that you are chosen, you are loved, and you are destined for greatness. This invincibility is not about arrogance or pride. It is not about a sense of superiority over others. It is about understanding who you are in God and embracing the authority He has placed within you. It is about walking with the confidence that comes from knowing that you are aligned with His will, that you are walking the path He has set before you, and that no matter what challenges may come your way, you are prepared. You are ready. The process of alignment that has been taking place within you is the key to your spiritual invincibility. It is not just about your thoughts, emotions, or physical strength. It is about aligning every part of your being, your spirit, your mind, and your body with God's divine purpose for your life. As you continue to walk in alignment with Him, you will find that everything you need will be provided. Your path will become clearer, your decisions will become more confident, your purpose will become more evident. You will be led by divine wisdom, and that wisdom will guide you to fulfill your mission on this earth. But alignment doesn't just affect your inner world, it also transforms the world around you. As you continue to step into your divine identity, you will begin to see how the universe, the people around you, and even your circumstances start to shift in your favor. This is not because of your own power, but because you are walking in harmony with God's will. When you align yourself with His purpose, doors that once seemed closed begin to open. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach suddenly become available. People who are meant to walk alongside you will appear, and those who are no longer aligned with your journey will fade away. This is the power of divine alignment, the ability to move forward in life with grace, confidence, and purpose, knowing that everything is working together for your good. You may have noticed that certain people have begun to respond to you differently. Some may feel drawn to your energy, to the light that now shines within you. They may seek your guidance, your wisdom, or your presence. Others may feel intimidated, even threatened, by the power you now carry. This is a natural part of the process. As your spiritual energy increases and your divine authority strengthens, your presence will begin to disrupt the darkness around you. People who are not aligned with your purpose may distance themselves, while those who are on a similar path will be drawn to you. This is the effect of your light in the world. As you walk this path, know that you are not just walking for yourself, you are walking for the generations to come. Your transformation is not only for your own benefit, it is for the people whose lives you will touch. As you step into your divine calling, you will begin to impact the world in ways that you may not even fully understand yet. The strength and wisdom you now possess will be a source of hope, healing, and guidance for those around you. Your journey is a beacon of light for others who are still struggling in the dark, still searching for their own path. I want to encourage you to fully embrace this transformation. Embrace the strength, clarity, and authority that God is cultivating within you. Walk confidently in the person you are becoming. There will be moments of doubt, of course moments when fear tries to creep in or when you feel overwhelmed by the responsibility of your calling. But in those moments, remember who you are. Remember that you are chosen. Remember that you have been equipped with everything you need to succeed. Your divine armor is already in place. Your spiritual insight is sharp. Your heart is grounded in God's love, and nothing can move you off course. You are stepping into a season of your life where you will no longer feel lost. You will no longer feel uncertain. You will no longer doubt your worth or your purpose. You will walk with divine confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And as you continue to rise, you will see that the world around you begins to respond to the change that is happening within you. Your influence will grow, your presence will become more powerful, your words will carry more weight, and your life will be a testimony to the greatness of God's work within you. So, as we close this message, I want to say to you, you are invincible, you are unstoppable, you are the chosen one, and God is with you every step of the way. Embrace this new season with faith, with confidence, and with a deep sense of gratitude for the journey that has brought you here. You are walking in divine purpose, and nothing can stop what God has already ordained for your life. Thank you for walking with me through this message. As you go forward, know that you are not alone. You are surrounded by divine protection, divine wisdom, and divine favor. Your journey is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. Walk boldly into your destiny, chosen one, because you are becoming exactly who you were meant to be, strong, wise, and invincible.